Intentionally Fabulous friends. This is Kelli Calabrese here with your tip of the day. And today's tip is actually on forgiveness. Now, I don't know what your initial response is to that word. Some people hear forgiveness and they honestly just cringe. Sometimes we kind of bow up and get proud and we're like, well, we don't need to forgive. And I don't want to ask anyone for forgiveness. I don't want to apologize. And we kind of have these thoughts around that word and what it means. So, what is forgiveness? First of all, it is a conscious decision to release the feeling of resentment or revenge against someone who hurt us, even if they don't deserve it. So that's what makes it hard. It doesn't mean that we're condoning what they did. We're not agreeing with what they did. What they did against you could have been so wrong. So that's what makes it difficult to do. But why do we want to forgive? Well, when we can forgive someone who's offended us, it gives us peace, joy, health, healing. We're less anger, we're less bitter, we have healthier relationships, and it's not just constantly in our mind. If we don't forgive someone, it is really damaging. I promise you, you will carry around guilt, shame. It is like a cancer that just grows and festers inside your body. It builds up fear. You may feel isolated because of what was done to you. You will be tormented by it. It will build up anxiety, insecurity. It leads to health issues, depression, lowered self-esteem, so emotional issues. You just will have an overall negative view of the world because these unforgivenesses add up. They just keep going. It might start with one thing, but then the offenses keep building. And eventually you may want to get to a place where you want revenge, you want vengeance. So, do you know anyone who someone hurts them and right away they blow up in anger and I'm going to slash their tires and I'm going to, whatever it is that's vengeful, that is not healthy and it really is no way to live. So I just want to ask you, how long have you been carrying around this grudge and how long are you willing to stay in this prison? Because it really does keep you imprisoned. And what I have found is the more hurt and afflicted someone was, the greater the healing when they forgive. I don't know if this has ever happened to you in a relationship, in business, in friendships, but when you can forgive someone, you literally feel a weight lifted off of you. It is amazing. And I will tell you that forgiveness starts with self-forgiveness. We are really quick to look at the people who hurt us, but we've all hurt people. And we need to start by forgiving ourselves. I know for me, when I went through my divorce, I needed to own my part in that. It wasn't 100% my husband and 0% me or even 99-1. I needed to start by forgiving myself. I felt like such a failure for getting divorced. I didn't ever want that to be my story. But when I forgave myself, it was such an incredible process of healing and restoration and change and compassion towards me, and I can tell you that it was really instant. So let's talk about that. It is easy to hold a grudge because again, it wasn't fair. You were really hurt. You were really sad. You were maybe even confused, didn't know what to do. So I can understand why you wouldn't want to forgive. But what are our choices? If we're not going to forgive, we have to do something, right? We're going to bury it, we're going to stuff it down, we're going to rationalize, we're going to blame it was all their fault, we're going to minimize, we're going to compromise, we're going to beat ourselves up. We're going to do something. Forgiving is so much easier. So you no longer have to be defined by what someone did to you or what you did to someone. We are not perfect. We never will be. This is just part of life. But when you can forgive, there's so much growth that happens physically, emotionally, relationally, spiritually. And it's okay to struggle with forgiveness. This is something that you can decide in a moment, but it might not be forever. We may fall backwards again. So are you ready to forgive is the question. Are you ready to stop punishing yourself? I will tell you that when you decide to forgive, it is instant. It is it's all inclusive, all encompassing. It is free. There's no cost for you to forgive someone who hurt you, forgive yourself, or ask for forgiveness if you've hurt someone else. And you can do it over and over again because these situations will come up. It's life. So here's how you do it. It starts in your heart. It's a decision. You decide to do it. You thank God first for forgiving you because that's why He came to the earth as a man, for the forgiveness of all sins. And He forgives all sins as far as the east is from the west, and He remembers them no more. So that's the good news. This maybe isn't something you thought of, but ask God, what do I need forgiveness for? Who do I need to forgive? These are great questions to get alone in some quiet time and ask. And then think differently. Don't keep repeating the same things over and over again. Don't have the same afflictions keep happening. The next step is let it go. Just release it, let it go, be free of it, and then bless it. In fact, one of the highest forms of forgiveness is to bless the person in the area they afflicted you. So one of the things that I did recently is um, my husband decided to leave our marriage. He was re-engaged really quickly within a month of our divorce and remarried just a few months after that. And now I can say with complete sincerity that I bless him and his new wife in their marriage. I hope they are happy and I hope they make it till death do us part. And I'm completely sincere about that. And that gave me so much healing and freedom. So it is a lifestyle. This was just a really quick snapshot, some cliff notes on forgiveness. This is actually a small snapshot of a 90-minute training that I do on forgiveness. So I hope that this tip helped you a little bit, but I would love to give you even more so that you can really live and operate in complete freedom. It is such an important part of healing. I would love for you to get on the wait list. Go to intentionallyfabulous.com. I have a free event coming up on September 30th and October 1st. It is a webinar, and there are some bonus gifts just for attending. Please do invite any women you know going through any stages of separation and divorce. I do have an amazing program coming up with some incredible bonuses, and I hope to see you at the webinar and back here tomorrow for the next Facebook Live. Have an intentionally fabulous day.